when he punches, the first thing you look at is how I got here, how I dealt with the incoming attack. All right, so this is just a lesson for all of you who are taking my class. How I dealt with the incoming attack in the first place. What it was I used to negate it this way, that way, down, however. What I did after I got there, I teach you both, teach you all, both lower and upper body trapping. So you won't do this, nor will you do this. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. One end stays and the other end goes in. You will, whole body will go in. Check. And you'll catch something, either on the lower or the upper or both. Something will go in to give you an opening. That position makes all the difference in the world. And how you got there, the first 3 steps. Parry, what you do with that parry, your entry, where you landed, that position afterward, that is everything. After this, everything else I taught you guys, oh, it's a limb destruction, oh, it's a sweep, oh, it's a potato kapala, you know, any of that, like I said, it's just, you almost don't have to remember that. That'll come naturally as it goes. Because I have so many beginner people working with me today, that's kind of what I wanted, and frankly I think it's something you needed as well. That's kind of what I wanted to reiterate, was that if you leave here and you don't remember a damn thing else, how did you get to there in the first place? If you don't remember anything else about the technique you did today, what was the opening? Oh, it was same hand pass twice. One hand did 3 blocks. One hand did a sweep and a circle. Hand did a sweep and a shot, and then you guys went to here, and then you did a couple other things. What was that got you in that position in the first place? Okay, I'm going to punch. Do it any way you want to. Okay, so he goes to the outside. He knows this will twist my body offhand. He knows that I'll have to turn and get a bead on him to fire something else if he hasn't made an entry with his lower feet already. When I do this, and now he's got a game plan for me, which was cutting me off in the first place. That first entry, go back to boom. So he dealt with me right out the gate, upper and lower body, right out the gate. So the position he takes from here, now it's again, it's why I said, it's his cake, frosted however you want to. From here on out, it is literally, you have sweeps, you have arm bars, that's almost what am I looking for, inconsequential, irrelevant?
It don't matter.
But it's a much lesser point than how you avoided and entered on the first punch or on the attack in the first place. So, everything I'm trying to say here is simply, when you get out of here, especially the newer people, the more beginner people, when you leave here and you try to remember, oh, we did this technique, that technique. I said this to you guys earlier today. I'm going off of the different blocks that you've already learned and now adding some structure behind them, because a lot of times these concepts make a lot more sense if you have a framework to hang them on. You know, why would I do something like this? Why would I do something like that? Why would this block be important? Well, they all inspire different reactions in the opponent. They all do different things. They put your body in a different entry at different times, or I should say a different position for an opportunity at different times. So the last week we went here, and then we went across the shot straight into here. Now there's a dozen things you have from here that I didn't go into. One week we went here twice. This week we went here, single inline. One week went here, drop, and back out. It puts your body in different positions for different opportunities, on different sides of the opponent's body. That's as far as you really need to go for the first year or 2. I'm not kidding you about that. It's about that length of time, just getting that good at the entries, having both hand and feet enter at the same time. Once you start that ball rolling, you'll get there and you'll be doing the same thing I'm doing. You'll be like, well, you know, you can do anything you want to from here. I've got sweeps, I've got arm bars, I've got chokes, I've got throws, I've got locks. From here on out, it's anybody's game. Or sorry, it's anything you want to make of the game. So, I hope I didn't ramble too much, but I wanted to make this clear because when I said earlier, all I'm doing is giving you a different entry for the same stuff you've been doing, I wanted you to make sure you understood what I meant by that. So that you don't go home and go, well, I'm trying to get that arm bar. The arm bar is not the technique. The arm bar is not the important thing. This entry was. There was about 3 other things you could have gone out of that we just didn't cover. I gave you 1 so you guys don't get overloaded. Does it make sense? All right, cool. All right, enough of the rant. Everybody make a circle.